Hi everyone, welcome. Okay, there's a developing story. Ex-Vice President Atiku Abubakar, a former Senate President David Mark, a former Jigawa State Governor Sule Lamido, and several other prominent figures of the People's Democratic Party have commenced a high-level closed-door critical meeting in Abuja. The strategic gathering held at the Transcorp Hilton Abuja is part of an ongoing consultations ahead of the formal unveiling of a coalition platform to challenge President Bola Tinubu in the 2027 general elections. In addition to Atiku and Lamido, other PDP stalwarts present at the meeting include the former PDP national chairman, Prince Uche Secondus, ex-governors Aminu Tamboa Sokoto, Leo Imoke Cross River, Babagida Aliu Niger, and Samegu of Ebonyi State. Sources at the venue confirmed that the meeting presided over by Mark is focused on determining whether the PDP leaders will fully integrate into the proposed 2027 coalition party or maintain their positions within the party while forming an electoral alliance. Earlier reports stated that the coalition has chosen the African Democratic Congress as its political platform and has selected David Mark to serve as interim chairman, with an official unveiling scheduled for Wednesday. Other PDP figures in attendance include Senator Peter Obi, former PDP National Women Leader Josephine Aneni, former National Organizing Secretary Senator Austin Akabundu, ex-National Publicity Secretary Kola Olabodinyo, and former National Youth Leader Abdullahi Maybe Sara, among others. So this is interesting, really, because there's a whole lot that's going to be playing out between now and the next few weeks. We are already in the second half of the year. July till December is a 6 months window that would, allow political figures play their cards in order to be sure where they will be pitching their tents. Yeah, okay. So if the coalition is saying they're adopting ADC as the party to use for the 2027 elections, then all parties have to agree in their different zones. Labour Party has to go and have a meeting and say, look, this is what we have agreed. We need to join. PDP has to do the same thing. Other political parties basically have to do the same thing. And also people who are aggrieved in the APC, there are people who are aggrieved in the APC who are actually going to defect just before the 2027 elections. Forget all these things that people are moving to the APC. APC will still experience its own implosions, which is forthcoming. So we're also looking at people who are aggrieved from the APC who are also going to join the coalition for that particular move. But one thing, again, I also wanted to state is that it is going to be very difficult in every right to see to the realization of a coalition that would have a northerner become the presidential candidate. It is going to just change everything because the South deserves its own extra 4 years. If Asiwaju does his own tenure and 2027, it's only okay for a southerner to take over from 2027 and move to 2031. We've seen Peter Obi say, look, I'm going to do 4 years. And I feel that this is a time for Atiku to seize the opportunity. The only pathway to Atiku becoming the next president of Nigeria is through supporting Obi. And see, Obi came out the other day and said he's going to do 4 years. And he's not like somebody who grandstand when it comes to politics. I mean, he's not your regular politician. So he has told you, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to do it. And if he refuses by 2031, we'll remind him of what he said, this year. And if not, he's going to be booted out like they booted out Goodluck Jonathan. Yes. He has said that he doesn't need 4 years. He doesn't really need 4 years to really prove his worth, really prove that this governance thing is nothing. He doesn't need 4 years. In 2 years, he would have at least everybody would have been feeling what his government is about, which is positivity. They wouldn't be putting us into this penury and pain that we're seeing from this current administration. So the only pathway to Atiku becoming president in 2031 is supporting a Peter Obi who already has a 6.1 million bank. The reason why I said 6.1 million, we know it is more, but because let's just be conservative and say let's stick to 6.1, then all he needs is just get his goons from the northeast to support Peter Obi, and there's by 12 p.m. of 21st of February 2027, the election would have been gone, would have been done and dusted, quite frankly. So this is my thought, this is my thinking. Anybody that is not seeing this way, I wonder really. You want to give it to another between 27? No. A southerner who emerges as a southerner, Amechi. What is his style? What is his clouds in Rivers now? What's his clouds in Rivers? How many states can you really say Amechi would win? I mean, we're talking about somebody who is fresh, and who is fresh out of an election, which is Peter Obi 2023. The numbers are still there. You can't say the numbers are no longer there, no longer good. No, the numbers are still very much there. So what you need is just one little support from northeast, northwest. Just gather the numbers, setting 4 or 5 million votes, coasting to victory. I think that Atiku has that ace to do it. He should not come out again and contest, because if he contests in 2027, it also spoils Peter Obi's chances in 2027. And so what that does is that he wouldn't expect a Peter Obi to come and support him in 2031. Which is true. If in 2023 you don't support me, 2023 was the turn of the South, you came out and you contested and you spoiled Peter Obi's chances. In 2027, which is still the southern opportunity, you still come out and spoil Peter's chances. Apart from Peter and his obedient movement, there are people who will be watching this thing and be saying, by 2031, we will support you. Now the power is back to the north, and most likely you are the only person in the north right now who is too good to be beaten. Too good to be beaten. There's nobody in the north right now that can muster that kind of positivity and that kind of energy that you have. So why don't you seize this opportunity and support Peter Obi 2027 to win? Then by 2031, you are 100% sure he's handing over to you. No two ways about it. That is what I think. That's what I say. If there's anybody that has anything much more or less than what I have said, I would gladly hear from them. But I want to appreciate you for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments as always. God bless.
There is this.
And the president is not fighting.
Okay.
I'm not fighting anybody.
Yes.
My fight is against bad governance, against hunger, against poverty, against out-of-school children, against people not having health services. This country have less than 10% insurance care, health insurance. Should be 100%. These teachers teaching here should be paid by government, because it's universal basic education. The law says here that our children should go to school free. So what my Lord is doing is helping government. Government should help him.
Okay,
That's what I did in Anambra State. I'm in coalition against hunger, in coalition against poverty, in coalition against good health. Politics for me is not about position. It is about doing the right thing.
But is that a report true, sir?
Whatever you make of it, I can tell you, I, Peter, have told you where I stand. I just came back this morning. I didn't go talk about politics. I'm talking about the education of these children. You don't deal with politicians. I don't fight. I'm not talking about position. In this country, we talk about politics and abandon what we should be talking about. What we should be talking about is how are we going to educate these children.